Welcome to Analog Jones and the Tempo Film. I'm Steve.
And I'm Matt.
And this week we're continuing on with, Moonbeam Movember. And what are we doing for our third one in Moonbeam Month?
It's the third movie we're doing, and it's the third movie in the Prehysteria series. We're doing Prehysteria 3.
Ella MacGregor loved the game of golf, but her game was less than smashing.
Oh, what a bony shot!
We're doing the mini golf one.
That's right, the mini golf dino putt Prehysteria 3.
Yes. How do we save our entire mini golf movie or mini golf course? Oh, I don't know. Put dinosaurs in it. It's the 90s. That'll work.
And guess what?
Oh man! And before we get into this tape, I'm gonna let you guys know the trailer portion of this is gonna be long.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of trailers on it. What I think is so hilarious is Remote has an 80-minute runtime on there, and that's how long the film is. This one says on it that it's 85 minutes. 85 minutes is your runtime from trailer start to feature end. Because the movie is like 70 minutes long, but you get like 10-15 minutes of trailers.
We had almost 12 minutes of trailers on this. Because I looked at my VCR, and I'm like, Jesus, how long is this? Look up, 12 minutes.
Yeah, and the other 73 minutes is Prehysteria 3, actually. But it is billed as being an 85-minute movie, which is not correct. That is the length of the tape on this.
No, and I had never seen this one. This is my first time. So, little Matt walking down the video store had seen this.
Yes. So I could tell you our cover, which you could see in the video, but if you're listening to it, it just has our dinosaurs dancing around. It looks like the T-Rex is juggling golf balls. The Brontosaurus is eating this girl's hat. The pterodactyl's flying over the title. It's like another painted poster like the Moonbeams tended to be. It looks great. Honestly, you see the kid interacting with little dinosaurs. It says full-length live-action film in the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm in if I see this in the video store as a kid.
Depends what age I am. If I'm younger, 10-ish, yes, definitely. It doesn't matter. But I think at 95, this was kind of the turn for me. When I'm like, this is a kid's movie. Because I was like, 15? In 95, I think I was 14, 15. It's that weird turn, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I had that phase, too, in the 2000s. Because I was 5 when this came out, and this was right up my alley.
Yeah, that was perfect. But the first Prehysteria was, like, at the perfect time.
Yeah.
When I was, like, 11.
Yeah.
Or 12. I don't know, whatever it was. But it was just, like, eating this stuff up. Remote and Prehysteria. Nom. Eating them all day.
Yeah, this one was just like, for me, it was just part of the series, like 1, 2, 3, and I watched them all. I've only seen 2 maybe once though, and I don't really remember 2 very much. But I owned 1 and 3, so I watched those all the time.
I don't remember anything about 2 either.
Yeah, I've seen it once, but I don't know. I can't tell you anything about it.
To be honest, I don't even know if I've seen it all the way through. I don't know. I don't know because I don't remember it. Maybe if I saw it, would all come flooding back. But, I mean, speaking of flooding back, it came back. I forgot they ate raisins.
And one day, they discovered raisins. For them, the food of the gods. And they loved them.
Yeah. That's like a bit they do in this movie. They something they use as a catalyst for the story.
All right. Did you read the back?
No, I forgot. Let's read the back, and then we can talk about the 12 minutes of trailers we have here. In their third and most fun-filled adventure, and last, everybody's favorite mini-dinos bring their prehistoric party to putt-putt course. Unfortunately for the course's owners, Thomas and Michelle MacGregor, business is way under par, and they'll need some kind of miracle to make their next loan payment. Daughter Ella finds 5 mini-miracles named Elvis, Paula, Jagger, Madonna, and Hammer, and the MacGregors get the inspiration for the all-new Dino Putt. But just as the Dino Putt starts doing some Brontosaurus-sized business, Thomas's evil brother Hal hatches a scheme to shut it down and take over his brother's property. Of course, Ella and her pint-sized pals have some dynamite plans of their own.
Wow, those pictures on the back, the way they're cut out, I was like, man, that is 90s right there.
Yeah, like the rough sort of oblong shapes that they're doing of the stills. Yeah. And it's like the bad guy, like screaming. It's like our hero girl, and then the dinosaurs are our images.
Yeah, I noticed Frank Willard isn't on one of the production stills in the back.
No, he's not on anything. Fred Willard?
Oh, yeah, that's weird because he's such a giant part of the film.
He's the star of the movie.
Yeah,
starring credit.
Other than Whitney Anderson, who plays, it's three. It's Whitney Anderson who plays Eli MacGregor.
Ella MacGregor, yeah.
Oh, was it Ella? It is Ella MacGregor.
Yeah.
And then Owen Bush plays Mr. Cranston, the evil uncle, right?
No.
Hal MacGregor is Bruce Weitz. Sorry. When it's a star, I just look at their name. And if they have a link on Wikipedia on our little iPad here, then I know it's like, okay, so they actually had something going on past this. Yeah, Fred Willard. So it's all MacGregors.
Yeah.
That's right, because it's an evil uncle.
Right.
This whole story, we'll get into it when we get past these 10, 12 minutes of trailers. I just think this is such a goofy...
It's such a silly story.
It's so silly.
It's such nonsense, honestly.
Yeah. But let's get into the other part of the nonsense where they're stretching the tape out.
Yes.
The trailers.
12 minutes added to the film.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from Paramount.
The first trailer was Leapin' Leprechauns.
Yep, which would have been their next release for Moonbeam. We almost did this one.
We almost did it.
It got knocked out by Critters.
Critters we felt was just like more important to keep our branding going.
Yeah, right. But Leapin' Leprechauns, I've seen this before. Have you seen that?
No. It actually was really hard for me to kick this out because when you told me, I text you own Leapin' Leprechauns?
Yeah.
Like exclamation points.
Which I said, of course I do because I'm savage as fuck was my actual response to that.
I remember the trailer. I remember on these Moonbeams that I had never seen that. It was not in my video store.
Oh, it was just one of those ones.
It was just one of those ones, like, I guess.
That's the reason I don't own Prehysteria 2 is because my video store just didn't have it, like, at all. And I bought this when my video store closed, so...
Do you ever think the reason they didn't own it was maybe, like, someone stole it?
Yeah.
Or broke it.
Melted it in the
replacing
car.
this.
Yeah. And they were like, we ordered one, and it's gone now. And they paid for it, so fuck it. Like,
it's time to move on.
My video rental store didn't have Puppet Master 4 either. So I saw 5 growing up a ton, but I never saw 4 until I was like a teenager and bought it the DVD.
No, I just remember we had 1 through 5. And when we had 5 movies for 5 days for $5, Puppet Master 1 through 5 was rented at least 3 times by the Bay families. Like...
That's hilarious. I wish I could pull up my rental list. Like the list of like my previous rentals at the video store, and just how many of those kind of movies and repeats and stuff I have in there.
It was funny because my brothers and I even I was cheesy back then and had like themes for my rentals. I'd be like this all weekend. It's all creature features. I'd be like slugs and ants and all that shit. Which, by the way, I wish I could go up in the past and buy those movies from them. Because, like, slugs, I think that one's a really tough one to find.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a hard one to find. And I my video store had it, too. I rented it. Yep. If only.
Oh, frogs, too.
Frogs? Yeah, I never saw that one, but I know the picture of the cover.
Yeah, well, I mean, those were those fucking movies that you put in. You're like, wait a minute. This is just stock footage of animals. So then we had the 3-part series where we had Andre.
Uh-huh.
I'd never seen. You seen that?
Yeah, I saw that when that came out. I remember liking it as a kid.
It's got that Tina girl in it.
Uh-huh.
And Michelle Williams and Lassie.
Yep.
1994. Oh, the family trio of Paramount films, whatever they say.
It's the family-pleasing entertainment of Dragon World, Lassie, and Andre. Look for them wherever video cassettes are sold for just $14.95 each, exclusively from Paramount Home Video.
And then Dragon World.
Yep. This is a promo from 94. I remember seeing this a ton on like the kids' movies that I would rent because I totally rented Andre, totally rented Lassie. And yeah, they had this bumper on there of like the Family Paramount Collection.
That's it, yeah.
And like, yeah, it was like, you get them from your video store today for only $9.95. Like, they were like super discounted. Back in the day, $9.95 was super discounted for movies, guys. I feel like that goes over the kids' heads.
Well, that's why we only bought used films from video stores because brand new VHSs were like $25.
Yeah. And that's later. Earlier, they were like $90.
They were ridiculous at one point. I feel like videos got cheaper in our neighborhood when we got a Walmart.
I think my cheap place was when our mall opened up Suncoast.
Yeah. I just think it was during the 90s at one point where we just had more availability to buy these things. And, you know, the stores are like, we're going to have to start lowering the price on this because there was competition. Because what a lot of kids don't know now is, shit, we didn't have any of this stuff if we didn't have them in our local video stores or a Walmart or a...
If you couldn't find
whatever.
If you couldn't find a copy of Prehysteria 2 or Puppet Master 4 in your video store and you couldn't find it to buy affordably or like your parents would buy it for you, you just didn't see it. You couldn't see it. It's not like today where like it's one click away and it's $2.99 and it's yours. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's just like there are. I mean, obviously they're not coming to me right now, but there are 1s and 3s, or there's 3s and 4s in franchises that I didn't see until like I was in college.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen... That's why I'm going very slowly through the Children of the Corn series, because it's like I only saw the ones that my video store had, which was like 1, 2, 5, 7. Like, so I gotta fill in the gaps now. But yeah, there was no way. There was no on demand. There was no streaming. There was nothing.
Well, for the longest time, I had never seen Halloween 5.
Oh, weird. And that was one of the ones I saw all the time.
Well, I don't know why.
Like, yeah, if your video store doesn't have it, then you just can't do anything about it.
I mean, everyone had... we even owned... Once Blockbuster came, I actually have one of the ones that I got from Blockbuster of Halloween. Remember when they had Blockbuster present movies? And every Halloween, they would have sales.
And every single person owned that fucking Blockbuster Halloween.
Yeah.
Because I owned it.
Oh, that thing was just... They threw that shit out for $5. They're like, oh, crap, DVDs are coming out. Please take these. We got a warehouse full of this crap. But yeah, I remember Halloween 5 was just like one of those I just had not seen. I think I saw it once. And, ironically enough, or I don't know if it's irony, I don't know what this is, but I don't have Halloween 5 in my VHS collection.
Oh, man. You're just avoiding 5.
I don't know why. But I feel like 5 also was one of those where I'm like, not as good as 4. It's just there. 5's a weird one.
I love 5.
Okay.
I love it. It's because it's super weird.
I think I've only seen it once or twice. I mean, I'm sure it's on Shudder now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So I could easily watch it as many times as I want. It's just not the same.
Sometimes, though, because I'm still from this era and I was so embedded in this era of watching stuff, I forget sometimes I have an option to see things that I haven't seen before. Yeah. I forget. I'm like, well, I don't own it. I don't know anybody who owns it, and it's not on anything I have right now. And it's just like, well, then I can't see it. And it's like, no, you can fucking go on Vudu and order it for $2.99. Like,
but for the classics, I think it affects me the most because I have Shudder to watch their new stuff or their really obscure stuff they get. I have Netflix is really I just have with Sarah. Sarah watches it. I don't even watch Netflix anymore except for when one of their series comes out that I want to see, like The Dark Crystal. Which I feel like I'm the only person who watched the entire series.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I knew you wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't like the movie.
Yeah, you
but,
don't like Dark Crystal. But
I hear that even for people who don't like the movie, the show's good. So maybe one day.
I think it's gorgeous.
But then again, I'm probably just gonna fucking watch another Prehysteria movie instead.
Yeah, the puppetry on it. Anyway, back to these. I've never seen The Lassie. I've never seen Dragon World. I've never seen Andre. This entire Paramount Family thing.
And I've seen everything they've advertised to me so far. I'm like, yep, seen it.
Now, the one I've also not seen is right next, which was Magic Island with Zachary Ty Bryan.
Yes.
And this was before
we did the Rage Carry 2.
Yeah, and this is before he was a rapist.
Yes, in the Rage Carry 2.
Or attempted rape. What did he do in that? I don't know, but he's going to be a Supreme Court judge soon. So
yeah,
because they're like works. Drinking beers and
we literally talked about that entire episode.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good podcast, I think.
Yeah, we're on that with the Jersey Ghouls.
Yeah. Which we're going to have the Jersey Ghouls back soon.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more. Over one of the remotes.
Oh, God. The remote hates the Jersey Ghouls. I did not see that coming. You think the remote would be a big fan of them.
I think it was... No, it was making a break to go for them.
And
I stopped it with my hand.
I see. Okay. Don't lie. Don't lie for the Jersey Ghouls.
It was going for them. It's going off. Taking off for them.
And then the last one was Josh Kirby, Time Warrior.
Josh Kirby, Time Warrior, one fantastic story in a collection of 6 feature-length motion picture adventures.
Pretty cool.
On video cassette from Moonbeam Entertainment.
And what was hilarious was...
It was a trailer for all 6 movies.
Yes, all 6. I don't remember... Like, they were pushing this hard in, the 90s. I don't remember Josh Kirby being pushed that hard. I didn't know there were 6 adventures until I became an adult, and then was like, these are fucking awesome.
Yeah, this was another case of me I've only seen 5 of them ever because they didn't have one of them, but I also saw them in complete wrong order too. So, and I don't even know which of the 6 I haven't seen. So, if I go through these one day, it'll be really interesting.
I mean, this is really ambitious, of Moonbeam. Because they made 6 full-length features.
Yeah.
And that's really risky. That's too risky, in my opinion. For Full Moon. Moonbeam's little offshoot with Paramount. And that might have been, I think Josh Kirby and the stuff was part of what killed it. Probably.
It was what killed... You can see the slow death happening in Prehysteria 3, and then Josh Kirby's series is the one that killed them entirely because Paramount didn't do another movie with Full Moon after that, and that's when Castle Freak came out after that. So.
Well, because I think that Josh Kirby's, they go down in production value because they just run out of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes total sense because this was the collapse of the Paramount Full Moon. Mm-hmm. So that makes absolute sense.
And also, it affected the units coming out of these, because these are hard VHSs to find. As you can see, I only own 3, because of Goodwill was basically getting rid of all their VHSs in the death rattle of the VHSs and Goodwills.
Yeah.
And I got these 3, and I'm like, I gotta get these quick. They have no idea what they're selling them for.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been to Goodwills and Salvation Armies and Village Discounts recently, and they're all gone.
They're gone.
There's no more VHSs.
You basically had... I got really lucky. I was not going in to look for VHSs. But I always stopped to see.
Yeah, you gotta check.
And they had 40-something of them stacked. And when I text you, it was just this has got to be the end. Because they were the Goodwill in Skokie, Illinois was just packed full of crap. Clearly, they closed a couple Goodwills and just shoved it in their big one.
Yeah. No, and I had read somewhere that Goodwill was no longer going to sell or carry tapes, and they were just going to donate them to libraries, when they got them, which is code for throw them in the garbage.
Yeah, can we go to libraries and see if we can buy it off them? And they're or do you think libraries sell nothing?
I don't know how that would work.
They just tag them and put them in the basement.
Yeah, I don't know what happens to them if they're archived or if the library then just throws them out. I don't know how it works.
They're too big. You think?
Yeah, I don't know where they
I mean,
would...
books are big enough. What are they going to do with VHSs?
Yeah, I don't know. I would assume they're just in the garbage.
No.
But yeah, I read that, and then you texted me, and you were like, I found these Josh Kirby movies at Goodwill, and I was like, they still have VHSs there? And then I went, and they didn't fucking have anything. I was like, I don't want Titanic by Jerry Maguire.
Which is probably all that was left.
Yeah.
Because no one wants those. Yeah, it's rough. You know what? We should make friends with someone in one of these resale shops, and then every time someone comes in with VHSs, they just call us.
That would be great.
I will take them off your hands. That one right there is $0.25. I'll give you 10 cents for that one. The whole lot. Give you $1.50.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's really how you get some treasures, though.
No, we really should try to get in at one of those places because they're just getting rid of them. Yeah. So at least we'd have a direct line to them if they were, or if you're getting rid of your VHSs, donate them to us, and we'll throw them away. AKA, just keep them. Forever.
Yeah. We'll tell you we'll throw them away, or we'll sell them for $1 at whatever store. I mean, no, we'll keep them or throw them away. Mostly keep them. And sell them for $1.
Yeah, they'll go to a good home. So give us your VHSs. Don't throw them away. We'll take them.
Please give us your VHSs, especially if they're rare. But let's get on to this VHS. So feature presentation.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What the hell are they selling here when they're explaining the dinos? I don't get this. They were made for good intentions.
They were small, precious eggs, which brought forth 5 prehistoric baby dinosaurs. Creatures of fun and innocence, sacred and untouched, bringing joy and happiness to the world.
Yeah, they just sort of give this sweet sort of wrap up of the dinosaurs, and they give us a little mini clip show of the first movie. And then, they eat raisins and get taken to this golf course. That is it.
Yeah, and this old guy does the Grey Poupon joke, which I was like, dated.
Yeah.
I said move, this jalopy.
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
I said move this vehicle, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Cranston.
Cranston, yeah. What a terrible owner. He has his dog carry the dinos in a cooler?
Yeah.
How do they breathe?
They're puppets. They're tiny full moon puppets. They don't need air.
And man, these puppets are struggling in this movie. There is not much movement out of these puppets. Hell, the puppets are barely in this movie.
Yeah, they're barely in it, and they don't move a lot when they are in it because Full Moon is running out of money at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably just didn't have any puppeteers.
I remember when I first saw this movie as a kid, I could tell that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just knew something was wrong. And you were like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel finished. I didn't like it. As I've gotten older, because it's just such a silly movie, I now love this movie. And not love in a way like Remote or Prehysteria where I think they're awesome movies. I know that this movie has faults, but I have a blast watching this one.
I think this movie was another script for... I think this was a script for another movie that was about a putt-putt course where they do dinosaurs. Putt-putt or something. And they're or it was they had a family script, and they were like, let's just stick the dinosaurs in it, and the putt-putt golf becomes a dinosaur themed. And they're like, yeah, but it's about a Scottish kid golf... and this stuff. And they're like,
it's way more about the golf than it is the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs just sort of
stick some dinosaurs in
it. I believe that. I 100% think that could be a possibility.
And the only reason she's of Scottish descent is so they can have Scottish jokes. It's got to be, because this makes no sense. Yeah, she's the only one with a Scottish accent.
Yeah, and she's it's a fake Scottish accent that she's putting on, the character is putting on.
Yeah, but
she is.
No one questions her on this.
I know. Everybody's she's just doing her fucking weird Scottish thing.
She's 3 strokes away from being the first lassie to win the British Open. And oh, what a bony shot! She knocked the dimples off that one.
The kid got problems?
This kid was obsessed with Scotland, which is just a weird thing for a fucking kid to be obsessed with.
And the fucking Scottish puns.
Yeah.
So, like, at first I did not like this movie, but it was so...
It beat you down.
It beat me down.
It wore you
this,
down.
like,
You're like, fine, it's good.
it's so many. They don't... This is like an Arnold movie gone wild. They're like, pop culture references, Scottish jokes, over and over.
I can't go any faster, Captain. I'm giving it all she's got. My dilithium crystals are all used up.
It's like Scottish jokes and references by people who don't really give a shit about Scotland. You know what I mean? Like, the writers didn't do, like, deep Scotland pop culture jokes. They were like Sean Connery, Scotty in Star Trek. You know, like, just super simple
stuff that kids could get.
Yeah.
Because...
But I also feel like that's all they knew, too.
Yeah, they're like, we're writing this for 10-year-olds. Who gives a crap?
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to research Scotland. I'm just going to fucking write about Sean Connery.
I'm not going to go to the library, because back then, I'm not going to go to the library and read about Scottish golf. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, the history of golf is from Scotland? We can use that.
Yeah.
Great.
Like, the only one they got was, like, they mentioned some female golfer from Scotland, which could have been a made-up name. I don't know. They're like, oh, she had this club. This is one of the best clubs that she invented. And I was like,
sure, I believe you.
Okay. How the hell would I know that? I don't know any lady Scottish golfers.
Right.
Hell, I don't even know any lady golfers. I
don't know any
I don't know golfers other than Tiger Woods, and he's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know any golfers. I don't know anything about golf. I am also I'm pretty terrible at mini golf, but I think in this is putt-putt, and I'm okay at putt-putt.
Putt-putt's fun.
I can do that one. So I have such little familiarity with golf here. But watching this movie, I feel like this movie also has very little familiarity with golf. Because,
so we're on the same...
So I'm on the same page with this movie the whole time.
We're on the same level with you. Prehysteria 3. So, yeah, so her evil uncle wants to tear down the putt-putt golf.
Which is on his property anyway.
Well, it's their property next to his property.
Right, but it's like on the same course, kind of.
He wants to knock it down.
Yes, he wants to get rid of the eyesore that's on his country club, or in his country club, that is his brother owns a little putt-putt thing. And the way they bring the putt-putt back to life is dinosaurs!
Yay! Which would work. And then they add Flintstone references to it. Fred Willard or Uncle Tom.
Yes.
Fine, I'll be the only one who laughs at that. Thomas is wearing a Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. He's doing like...
And they're having dino burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is like one of those movies. This is a movie trope that always makes me laugh. Where, like, there are dinosaurs that are cooking and building the putt-putt golf, and like people around them that don't know about the dinosaurs could clearly see the dinosaurs doing this and never say anything.
Hey, they're selling like hotcakes. What are you putting in those burgers?
Haggis helper.
Business is going great. A few more days like this and we'll be able to make the bank payment.
You know, you're right. Hey, let me try one of those dino burgers.
No, they're like, cool, they're doing that. And it's like, no, fuck, that's a dinosaur. It's a little one, but it's a dinosaur.
And it's alive.
That's a little alive Triceratops.
That's how you make your money.
Yeah.
Show these things off. Like, did any of the Prehistorias try to do that, where people try to make money? I remember the first one, I think the evil bad guy was trying to make money off of them.
Yeah, the bad guy does. But, like, I don't think there's any, like... I feel like 2, which I don't remember at all, but I feel like 2 has the same kind of plot as this one, where there's, like, a bad guy trying to take over, like, a small family's operation of some sort. I feel like that's what the second one's about, and the dinosaur saved the day in that one too. But I could be lying. I could just be making that up. That's just my vague memory of the second one.
I just don't remember. But yeah, they do this, and they're having dino burgers, which look like high school cafeteria burgers.
They look good to me. I don't know, but I liked high school cafeteria burgers.
That's because you're warped.
Yeah, I am a sick
Those
man.
look like dry, like 1980s Wendy's patties.
Yeah. Send them my way. I'm into that shit. I'm into it.
Gross. And then the hash. I forgot those jokes.
Yeah.
Like, what's in them? They're hash helper.
Haggis.
Haggis.
Because it's the Scottish, dish that they always eat in pop culture or whatever, haggis. And
again with the writers, they're like, what do the Scots eat? I don't
haggis.
know. Oh, they eat cabbage and no, that's the Irish. Oh, yeah, the Scottish I think are haggis.
Yeah, and it looks like barf in a bowl.
It's so gross.
But she keeps eating it because she wants to hammer home that she's Scottish.
And she's not Scottish.
And she's not. Well, she's MacGregor. She's probably has it in descent, but she's American as fuck.
She's not Scottish.
Yeah, she's a Valley girl.
Yeah, and I don't think she had a career at all after this.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her in anything else. But she. Oh, the other thing about the Dino Burgers and the putt-putt, we talked about in Remote the Godzilla thing. So in this one, there's another Godzilla reference, and it is because there is, of course, a Chinese buyer who's interested in buying the country club, but then becomes more interested in buying the Dino Putt. And of course, at some point, there is something with a dinosaur where he has to scream Godzilla.
And he says it in the most Japanese stereotype ways.
Yeah.
Doesn't he say Godzilla?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, eye roll.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
It was like a whole body eye roll.
Yes. Yes.
Because I saw it coming when the guys run around the giant dinosaur costume, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep. And then he's like, Gojira. And we're like, oh boy.
No. I was like, well, it's a 90s movie.
It's a movie from 1995.
First of all, you had the I don't know if it was the brother or who it was. There was a 90s caddy in this who said, hey sis, quit being a tard. And I was like, wait, what'd you just say?
Yeah, yeah.
He's about to hide me on mincemeat. That skeleton Needlemeyer's blokes after me.
Take a chill pill, B-girl. Mellow up and talk normal. You sound like a tard.
You should talk. You should be proud of your kin.
Oh, yeah, I hated it. Well, I didn't hate it. I was like, man, that's so 90s. I just thought it was more like, what? What'd you say?
But kids back in 1995...
Oh, said that word all the time.
It was just a part of the lexicon. It was just in the vocabulary. Everybody said it all the time. About everything.
Yeah.
About everything. I don't think there was... Obviously, this is not a defense of it. We shouldn't say it anymore. But,
I didn't know back then.
But we didn't know. And I don't think there was really, a place of hate it was coming from. I
heard it in a fucking movie. And
I heard it in something like this, and then I said it a bunch, and so did everybody I knew because it was 1995.
Well, it's like when I used to use gay as a slur.
Yeah.
And it was to me, it's just oh, well, my uncles and stuff were saying it or something, or TV was saying it.
I heard it on TV.
Yeah, I don't want to throw my uncles under the bus. I don't know if they were doing it. But I feel like I heard most of my cuss words from my uncles. I don't know why. And I would say that. And then I got into high school and college, and I was like, oh, so this can be offensive to people?
Oh, this hurts people's feelings? Maybe I shouldn't say this anymore.
Yeah.
And we've stopped. But yeah, no, it was pretty still shocking. It's always shocking to hear when you hear...
Yeah, because it's a kid's movie.
That, or
when I hear it on, It...
Yeah,
I think they said it in that one too. When they say, a horror movie has it in. Well, I guess that was a TV movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, and then the new It had, but that one makes sense because he's a bully. He's a bad guy,
and it's a reference to the time too.
Yeah, it's a reference.
It's always shocking.
Yeah,
it's a part of time. It's what we sounded like then.
So was Fred Willard on a downslope when he did this?
Yeah, I don't know what favor this was, or if he was just down. I don't know. Maybe he was just into it. Movie? Yeah, he was just sure, I'll do a dinosaur kids movie that the dinosaurs are barely in. I'm in.
I'll be honest, before the 2000s, I don't know much about Fred Willard's career, so...
I've seen him in, he's in a 70s movie. Oh, we fucking watched it. He's in Salem's Lot. He's he's the guy selling property up there. He's a real estate guy.
Yeah, and that's an 80s
Yeah, that's 82, 81?
That's early 80s.
Yeah, somewhere in there. 79?
That's Tobe Hooper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'd seen him, was in Salem's Lot, and then maybe this. And then, then all the Best in Shows and everything after that.
Oh, do you want to hear some of the evil caddies jokes?
Absolutely.
Why does Arnold Palmer wear 2 sweaters?
Oh, you gave me your response. Why?
In case he gets a hole in one.
Oh.
The other one I don't understand this at all, and I don't know if I heard it wrong or wrote it down wrong. I don't know. It says, who makes the best golfers?
Who?
Belly dancers.
They say laughter is the best medicine. Try another one of my jokes on him. Here's a good one. Who makes the best golfers? Belly dancers, because they never move their heads.
All right, so now you know.
I'm still baffled by that.
I don't know what that means. It's like golfers use their hands. What are you talking about? They swing the golf club.
Is it that they don't move their hand? They move their wrists and not their hands? Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't know because I was watching the movie and instead of getting up and rewinding it to see if I got it right, I just went, fuck it.
And then you wrote it down. You're like, I'm going to write down what I think I heard.
Yeah. I'm going to go. I don't know what that means. I think that's all the notes I have for this. Oh, nope. The Japanese guy says Godzilla. And, so at the end, we also have a JFK reference.
Yes, they do the JFK, scene where he's, watching the video and finding out his brother, made him lose the golf thing that made him hate golf.
But look at this. I don't look right towards the tree where the only birds could possibly be, but back and to the left. Towards the grassy knoll.
And I was like, yeah, because kids love that JFK references.
Yeah, they get that reference. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that reference when I first saw this movie. I saw JFK at a young age, but not this young.
It's still you don't understand. You were 5. I was probably, whatever age I was, 14 or 15. I don't think this would have gone over my head, but I still wouldn't have found this funny. I don't find it funny now. I don't get, why is this funny?
I feel like this was the first time I actually got that joke, watching it this time. I really do. I feel like this was the first time I actually was like, oh,
you might be right. Because you rewatch it as an adult and you're like, oh, I get it.
It's doing JFK. I didn't know that before. I'll say this, I like this movie more than JFK.
You don't like all the, who is it, Kevin Costner?
I love Kevin Costner, but JFK's a shit movie.
He's in JFK and the 13 one.
13 Days.
13 Days, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yep. I love Kevin Costner, but he makes a lot of bad decisions.
Well, I don't think that was a bad decision. It did really well, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's not a good movie, and I think people in retrospect are finding that.
Oliver Stone's a hack. So.
Exactly.
Listen to our Natural Born Killers episode.
Yes, if you want to watch us take a dump on Oliver Stone, check that one out.
And if you're an Oliver Stone fan,
sorry, we're not.
That's really all I have in this. Oh, and the Japanese businessman says, "Oh, I want to build all kinds of these in Russia and Japan." I'm like, it's just a mini golf.
Yeah, it's just golf with dinosaur-themed thing. But then again, mini golf was kind of popping in the 90s. Maybe it was a lucrative business.
I don't know.
Because none of them have changed around here. They're still the same ones from the 90s that are still open around here.
I still feel like they're the perfect teenager first date places.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or we want to get away from our stupid parents. Let's go mini golfing. Yeah. Because I don't think that kids go to the mall anymore, do they?
Mm-mm. No, nobody goes to the mall anymore. They're empty now.
Yeah, the malls are lame.
Yeah, we used to do bowling, but because we weren't buying any mini golf. But I get that though. Yeah. I get why.
I think they're all just playing Call of Duty now, and
God, it's so depressing.
Back in my day, I had to go be awkward in front of people. And let me tell you, I was awkward.
Let me tell you, I nailed it. Nailed it out the gate.
Yep, nailed it. I was hole in one.
Yes, hole in one on the awkward being with people thing. In fact, I'm still hitting holes in one today.
Sometimes you're so good at it, you don't even celebrate.
Don't even need to celebrate anymore. It's just yep, hole in one. Made that weird.
All right. Moving on to the museum.
This is the second time I've had to reclaim my property from you.
That belongs in a museum.
So do you.
This is the part of the show where we go out like Indy in the film jungle, bring something back, good or bad. I don't know. I don't really hate this film. I just think it's so goofy that it beat me into submission. But I do have one complaint. You gotta put more of your dinosaurs in there. Come on. It's a Prehysteria. Come on.
I get it. I hear that. I get it. Yeah, what do I want to put in this?
It's tough, right?
It is tough. Maybe I'll just put in the evil Uncle Hal. He's fun to watch in this movie.
What's the matter with this thing?
I must bustle. Cheerio, Uncle Hal.
I'm back here.
Like, if you're not going to get the dinosaurs, at least you have a really juicy villain. Like, just a really absurdly bad villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he came into this and he's like, I know who this is. I'm going to play it hard.
Yeah, like, he understood what kind of movie he was doing, and he was like, I'm going to do this kids movie, and I'm going to be this absurd kids movie villain.
And do you find it funny that the 90s caddy is the most offensive character in this and not the over-the-top villain?
Yeah, right.
Villain? Like, I just found
it's very
that funny.
telling of the 90s.
Yes.
We didn't know better.
It just was so funny because he's like, I want to be a rock and roll star. I got to save up for a rad guitar.
Yeah.
And then, like, the caddies were bullies. But I feel at one time, oh no, that one caddy did, yeah. Where he tries to break into their mini golf course and burn it down.
Yeah.
And then they, like, sword fight with golf.
Yes.
With putters.
Yes.
Something. I'm like, okay. I mean, as a kid, I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah. I say overall, this one is one to pick up if you find it. It's weird. It's only available on VHS. You're not going to get this on
Laserdisc.
If you find a Laserdisc, more power to you if you could play it. But like, it's only available on VHS and Laserdisc apparently. So
it's only available on DVD when it was released in Germany under Jurassic Kids.
I bet those are out of print now too. I bet you any money they're out of print.
Yeah, they're probably expensive. First of all, how many Prehysterias or Jurassic Kids films were coming out in Germany?
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, no, I think, I'm sure these are gone now. But yeah, you can't get, it's hard to find. So if you find it, I think it's a fun watch. I think it's a good time. And you can't get it anywhere else. So pick it up, I say.
Oh, yeah, if you find this one, you gotta pick it up.
Yeah,
if you're a collector, you have to, because I just never see it.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, I see Prehysterias.
Yeah, those are a little easier to find.
the first one.
Yeah, second one's hard to find, third one's hard to find. I just happen to have this from childhood. So if I didn't have this from childhood, I wouldn't have this. You know, I never see it in the wild.
All right, that's week 3 wrapped up on our number 3, even though it's only our second Moonbeam.
Yeah.
But we're getting close to Christmas, so that's going to be fun when we give each other Christmas gifts.
Yes, surprise gifts of moviedom.
Oh, man. I'm going to give you some shitty ones. Or maybe a great one.
I'm just gonna, it's just gonna be weird. Whatever I give you is gonna be weird. You're gonna be like, I don't hate this, but like, why?
Yeah, that should be the challenge. Can we find something so weird that they actually like semi get affected? I'm gonna mostly dartboard it though. I'm gonna be like, that one.
There you go. Done deal.
All right, see you next week. Bye.
See ya.